yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air, Charles.
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action here on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This one out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards on the ground. Obviously, so much on the line here. Everything on the line this season. So important to get off to a hot start. That run certainly helps.
Definitely provided it. Nothing different than what they've seen all year long. They want to continue to ride that momentum.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to the big guy to pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's first down, Buffalo. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarterback. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Brinza now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Brinza's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit in the first and incompletion.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The one running back is Gurley. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Brinza will boom it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver left, three to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or creep or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now with the 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No, check. Patriots. Here we go now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out here in the eye. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
See him now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that list. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass, and completing it.
Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there from 8 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go now. Good. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the...
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He'll look to throw, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now
looking to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And in this particular play, able to see the play in front.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete here.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Second down following the incompletion.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they try the onside.
Would have, but the kicking team jumped on it a bit early.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not much of a... And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So many things go into making a good...
And Brenza's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Nine.